Hello, twin flames and soulmates, divine love, divine connections, divine counterparts, and yeah, whoever feels called to. Uh, this video is a request of myself because there is nothing about that I could find, and I feel kind of thrown out there with being a twin flame and being a vacant and being unable to fall in love really anymore, and even suffering from having sexuality with someone else. But at the same time asking myself, where is there love for myself, a support for myself? It's been for me 5 years now, and it's more than enough. And yeah, so the reason I'm doing this video is that I chose for myself to have family and children with somebody else, and I said to him that I have a twin flame, and he is okay with this because he's an independent person. He is calm and loving, and he's a good friend, my best friend. Even he's not very communicative, but we're working on, and he's gonna love my children, his children. He's gonna be there for them. That is the most important part, because I didn't have a father and mother neither, not a good mother. So I didn't have a bringing family, I didn't have a home. I feel very lonely when I am not with someone, and I've been for many years now waiting for something to happen, because not judging someone, not judging my twin, not waiting for him to move so much, but to realizing I can't fall in love anymore. So yeah, I feel kind of betrayed from myself in this way from God, who is me, right? So I am a very logical person. So at the end, I understood this is about me. That's what I am choosing out of this. Not only that, my twin has no right to expect me to wait for him and to call it love, which he did all this time, and it's hurting the most, because I know whether you understand, to be that weak and selfish, to expect someone to wait for you being alone after all they gone through and not be able to do something and being with someone else, that is not love. And they have to understand that, as much as we have to understand that is not self-love to do those things for someone else. Okay, we don't know why it happened to us and whatever it means, but we have to choose ourselves. We have to go for ourselves no matter what. There are many wrong decisions, but that would be none, because this is a deliberate one. This is a free and conscious one. There are so many people who are choosing that without even thinking, and they are not in love with their spouse, and they do have selfish reason for have children sometimes, and we're not judging them. So, but if you deliberately know I'm gonna stand up for my faults, if children gonna ask me something, if it's a fault, then this is a good place. That's what I decide for myself. And as long as we are not ready or not allowed, or whatever this communication problem connection is not able to be that strong ourselves, that we can apply this connection in 3D and manifest it, there I think we are not doing any good, or standing still and not doing the right thing if we're gonna wait. Many people have already families, so they maybe don't have this problem, but for those who have not, most of all for women, it is the most difficult thing, I think. And I've been waiting for 5 years, not as much for my twin, but really for myself, to understand what I really want, what I had to do with this. Of course I wanted this to solve itself, to him to contact me, never did, never wanted me. So this is of course very humiliating process, not only because I love someone who doesn't love me big, but because I can't move on. I love many people who I don't need to have something with, because I'm a loving person, I'm a love, right? But to be in this kind of a connection, kind of attached with my 3D personality body, physical body, nobody talks about that so much because it's very painful, I guess, for them, and it is for me. And I just am here to say what I decide for myself, and it's not so much judging something or someone. It's just we are not really understanding things as human beings, but we have to choose ourselves someday when we are ready to make this choice, because I've been not. Of course, I shouldn't have waited for so long, but you see the problem, right? I always could move on, always in my life, but this is something I was not allowed to, and maybe it was right, because I never could, how to say that, I never could work on myself. I never could work on my issues because they've been so painful. And if I could move on, I had not been allowed, not been forced to work on them. I could be numb further, because there have been too many wounds. Actually, I've been shattered, right? I'm a lonely person, and my family, my upbringing, life, there is nothing to think about except of my grandmother. So for me it was easier when I've been in love to move on, because I've been always in love with men that ignored me, except of best friends that have been together because they good to me. So yes, I've been not allowed to move on this time, and maybe it is good, right? So it is not only bad. Everyone has to understand that for themselves, but at the same time, we have to choose ourselves, and we have to speak to ourselves as a best friend or inner child, lovingly, caringly, and to do the best of it, to make a plan, to make steps. And I know it hurts, and this is the problem in there, when it comes again, this love and all this confusion. But if you're honest with yourself, and if you even said to your counterpart, I love someone else, I didn't have problem with. He had even compassion, because this is so crazy. And he's free from me. And my twin is free, because this is not love. If you are not together, you can't be there for this person in any way, to expect them to be lonely. Most of all, after that kind of loneliness in life they've been through, forever lonely, most of all, right? Not be able to plan a family or gatherings, or this is not love to yourself, not love to other person. So as long as you want that to be love and that to be a secret connection, don't allow yourself negative emotions like jealousy, like expectations, because that means you are not letting go the person you love the most to be happy. And I'm not talking only for the one part, I'm talking for the both part. The one who waiting is actually more to letting go for themselves, to choose themselves, and for the other part is to choose real the other, the love, not selfishness. And for the waiting one to choose selfishness because we've been so selfless, right? Yeah, this is kind of a mirror, and we see clearly how we actually procrastinate in any way progress if ever have to happen. I'm actually not caring if it will, because who wants this suffer in any way, right? So I understood so many people have so much more than I have. They have children, they have families, they have so many relatives. I have no one. And I've been so alone when I didn't want to be with someone because I cannot love. And they still complaining, like babies. People are such douches, such bosses, I don't know. Well, this is just a wake-up call to choose yourself, because the Rana, they decided already for themselves. They have to choose to let you go so they can grow in themselves. But you can love that to them, to let them go to choose yourself. So I hope it makes sense. And yeah, so I wish you to choose yourself and be loving to yourself, and always ask yourself, what would you suggest for your child, for your inner child, for your best friend, for your relative, for anyone? Would you suggest to wait? Would you suggest to be lonely? Would you suggest to excuse things that are not excusable, that you would never allow yourself to do to someone? See, the answer is clear. I know how you feel. And it's been a while when I decided to speak truly about this. I had not been talking about this to anyone, even not to my mother, more maybe to twin flames, but not to normal people. And now I decide for myself, I want to speak up my truth, I want to decide for myself, and let's see. I actually already was kind of accepting that I will be alone when I said that to my counterpart, but he actually understanding me and had compassion. So yeah, see, the truth gonna free you. So it's more you're gonna choose yourself, it's more you're gonna be able to say the truth. And no matter what, if you choose yourself, you allow your counterpart to choose themselves, your connection, because if they are not choosing to be honest, they are not choosing themselves, right? And this is just a reflection that you are not choosing yourself. You're still lying to yourself and others. This is excusing, is denying the truth. Anything that is against your truth is not choosing yourself, not choosing the truth. So this is your decision, but it's a direct reflection. This is just the opposite. Reflection is opposite. So I wish you all the best, and I know you're gonna make it. So don't despair. Don't despair. You're doing very well. And I'm loving you, hugging you. My heart goes out to you, and I believe in you.